Hi, welcome back. Today is a daytime stream. How's everyone doing? I didn't put in any notice for this, it's just back at 6 o'clock on a Friday evening. For the foreseeable future. For the foreseeable future, we're going to be Friday evening streaming again. Originally, this was to be ahead of the Cheesy Art stream, which was going to be at 7 PM, but they have moved it to Saturdays now. Now I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't think it's going to be a weekly stream this time for Cheesy. I think they're doing every other week. We'll get to that soon. I always get so nervous ahead of streaming. And extra special today, I almost have a live audience. My whole family is home today, rather than being out. So, yeah, they might even be able to hear me now. That's not nerve-wracking at all. So, yep, the Cheesy stream will be out tomorrow, 7 PM GMT. I'm going to be there in the chat. Not doing any voice work, like in the typey type chat. I'm excited for that. But I'm more excited to carry on with where we were last week, drawing Winter's official character sheet. And here's how we are doing so far. And here's it without the sketches, which I think is looking pretty good. This is a close-up. Yep, it's just a case of carrying on where we were and hopefully feeling the flow from where we were last week. By we, I mean me mostly. Feeling the flow. What button do you push most often on a keyboard? Mine is Control and Z. Although funnily enough, my shortcuts use Control a lot, but also Shift and Spacebar. I am holding Spacebar a lot. Spacebar is kind of my hotkey for moving the screen around. So I'll have Spacebar to move the screen, and I'll add Control to zoom in and out, and I'll add Shift to rotate, but not at the same time as Control. I have no idea what that does. Possibly the self-destruct button? I can't remember. Every device needs a self-destruct button, obviously. I've also made some notes as to things I want to chat about today, so it's not entirely going to be off the cuff. That way I'm not completely floundering throughout the whole stream. But it's not just the stream I do, is it? I also do VOD. Just recording the stream, so it is still the stream. But more people watch it on YouTube, so hi YouTube people. I'm not expecting anyone to answer. They're quite quiet over there. Almost as quiet as here. But we have fun anyway. I wonder what the YouTube people do. Oh, hello. How long have you been there? I'm not messing up my lines. Hey, how are you? I'm pretty good. Everyone, you won't believe this, but I've got someone in the chat saying hello. Say hello, chat. It's quite quiet. Hello, chat. And where was I? I was sitting in my living room drawing pictures. That's not very helpful, though, is it? I was just saying I've got exactly, it's fun though. I was just saying I've got a whole notepad listed of things I can talk about today, so I'm not just talking into the void, floundering along. Which I do anyway, but now I have notes to help me flounder. I have no comment indeed. I was just asking out loud. I don't know if they will answer, but what do the YouTube people do while they're watching my streams? I know there's only a few people that do, and I think I know what one person does, but I've no floundering. I've no idea about the rest of you. And that's the opportunity for YouTube people to comment below. Yeah, see what I'm doing there? Very clever. I usually draw, but right now I can't because I am a cat hostage. Well, look, there's priorities. You are you are stuck as the cat hostage. That is your lot in life now. Not allowed to move until she decides to leave. Exactly. I'm trying to think of a funny pun to go with it, but I cannot. You could say you're catatonic. No. Yeah, not my best. I'm not reading that one out. Yeah, all my mods are gonna get on you. Might get banned for that. Ooh. Alright, let's get on with my itinerary. See what I've been talking about. Let's see. Done that. Have you seen The Boy and the Heron? The Studio Ghibli movie. Their latest one, and their apology for, what's it called? The Earwig film? The Witch and the Earwig? Earwig and the Witch? Basically, their apology for that mess. But oh my gosh, what a stunning film. I will not go into detail then. I will not be spoiling it. But it is a really good one. It's a real Ghibli. Like, that could have been made in the 90s, the noughties, the 10s. It's just as classic as the rest of them. In my humble opinion. I think we're done with the lines. Absolutely. Miyazaki is legendary. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to copy this line work, and I don't think I'm going to colour it, I think I'm just going to move it over. And I want to add some clothes to this one. Because I don't actually know what a character sheet's supposed to look like. So I'm making it up my own way. Which is the way I do things. I'll have you know these are actually blue. Uh-huh. Black and white and grey are actually colours. Mm-hmm. You've been had indeed. What colour blue are they? They are very dark though. Very desaturated. My little colour wheel up. Oh, wait, you can't see my colour wheel. Well, it's definitely in the blue. Yeah, ton is a very light blue. The specific hex code is F1FCFF. Don't ask me why I remember that. Clothing. Can we have some clothing, please? It's very indecent. She hasn't even got a cape. Ooh. Yeah, she would rock a miniskirt. No, I'm gonna go with her classic outfit. She's got a very specific, distinct look. Unlike most of my other characters, she has a wardrobe filled with one outfit. Okay. Exactly, like a true cartoon character. I remember how to draw. Is blue gonna work? Red gonna work. Might need green. Also might need to be on a different layer. What does that mean when you need it? Just gonna lock those. Green should work for me. I apologise if green does not work for you, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna need to pull her hair in, I think. What is Winter's outfit styled after? Literally no idea. Not the pony, of course. But I really have no idea why I chose what I did. Well, I say that. I felt like she obviously needed a cape, because that felt very vampiric classical. Vampire aesthetics, indeed. But as for the rest of her outfit, it doesn't exactly scream 1800s. Maybe she's a radical vampire. Not that I ever said she's from the 1800s. I think that looks nice. I definitely think we should bring capes back for real. I'm cold, I can't get a blanket because of cat. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about, or about to say. I think we should have capes back in for real life, because they make an excellent way to keep warm. Just sort of wrapped around your shoulders. Please don't demonetize me, because that would imply I have money to start with. That is not symmetrical. That's my thinking, yeah. Fur covering everything. Which I think is true of all the characters I'm planning on doing. Maybe one exception though, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Although that bridge will probably just be pretend that there are no visible anything. How much fur do you think anthros like this leave around? Let me put it this way, the lint roller industry is a billion-dollar industry. There's no way they don't make bank. So much fur with just my cat. Yeah. I suspect you'd get used to it most of the time. But imagine like the molting seasons. Like, when are the molting seasons? That'd be spring, wouldn't it? Late spring, early summer? Just gotta vacuum every day or so. Surely you'd end up needing like specialist vacuums eventually. Stuff that's designed to handle so much hair. Mega pet hair vacuum. Pet hair vacuum. Wow, words are difficult. Okay, so I've got most of her outfit done. I'm just gonna do that for her hair. That was easier than I thought. That's not even close. There we go. Winter probably has a giant brush for her tail. But can you imagine just like spending the hours on that tail? Well, maybe not for her, but like one of her girlfriends or something. Just how relaxing that would be. It would be a great bonding experience. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going to go in and do some line work on this. And then, ooh. Can't do that with a regular pen. And I'm going to do it in blue so I can see what I'm doing. A darker blue so I can see what I'm doing. There we are. And I'll tweak the lines underneath as well so it all fits together. Ooh, I get to ask actually. While I've got someone in chat who can give me some opinions, what else should I add to the character sheet? I've got Winter with no clothes, so you can see all the fur details. Winter with clothes, so you can see her general style. I've got a place for I'm pointing with my finger, you can't see that. I've got a place for different expressions, but I might squish them together a bit more. Maybe some small poses in the background, maybe, and of course the color swatch. Again, pointing with my finger. Maybe a short summary of personality and such on the page itself. I could do. Yeah, it doesn't have to be too complicated. Mentioning things like how shy she is, and yeah, that could work. A couple of likes, dislikes I think I've seen before. Alright, let me scribble that in the background somewhere. Get a good pen. Put up here. I can read that, don't you worry. It might be indecipherable to some. And me in about 3 weeks. Oh my gosh. Are you well? Do you need assistance? I don't even think that's a word. Oh yeah, oh. I got used to your handwriting because of the comic stuff. Yeah. We need to do something about that. I need to do something about that. I need to give myself time. Give myself energy. Force myself to have energy. Because that's how that works. I learned how to give yourself energy. I learned it from LinkedIn. You just do it, and that's how you have lots of energy and motivation and get all the jobs and the money. Wow, I'm cured. Exactly. See, foolproof. I don't know where I read it, but it's maybe hearsay. Don't take my word as gospel. But allegedly, something like 50% of LinkedIn posts are made by AI. LinkedIn, a professional social media page for people to professionally meet up, learn about the industries. About 50% of it isn't real. Makes sense. Yep, I'm not surprised. Also depressing. Yeah. Dead internet theory. That's why we need spaces like these, streaming and art galleries, people making their own websites, to keep that, well, to keep the internet alive, really. I have taken a break from learning how to code for the time being. Yeah, you should absolutely do some coding learning. I'm not that I'm telling you what to do, you're the one who's... Let me quote. Oh right, I need to learn coding yet today. I agree. I got it, don't worry. Yeah, I know. I can't help but worry. Same. So much on the internet just has the chance to be taken out for context out of proportion. Granted, a good chunk of the internet also... I should draw Winter in a miniskirt. A good portion of the internet also should be blown out of proportion sometimes. Like the amount of AI on it. And the dead internet. I would love to see your drawing of Winter, honestly. I really like your pictures. Have you drawn her yet? I think so? Maybe? I'm on Artfight right now. Oh, no. There's only one. She's only got one Artfight attack. Yeah, Toy House is a good one to look at. I don't want to open too many pages right now because... what's the word? Oh yeah, I don't want to put strain on my computer. It's silly pixel art. There you are. Yeah, yes. Yes. I almost remember. I try. If anyone's listening later, I'm chatting to Jingletail, and she does incredible pixel art, in my opinion. Like, genuinely, if you ever get a chance to see them, I think they're so cool. She does a lot of Paralogo stuff, which I'm not qualified to explain, but like, they're so small and they're so detailed. Oh, you're so nice. Well, I'm not doing it just to be nice. I genuinely... Like, your pixel work, like, is so good. I can't comprehend how you do it. And now, no more compliments for you. Because too much can stress people out. Too much and I'll explode. Exactly, yep. You don't want any explosions here if we can help it. Da-da-da. I hope I'm on the right layer. You know when you check about 90% of the way through? Oh, that's not even getting close to work. I'm almost done. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Every time. You gotta take that time to step back, zoom out, and just look at your picture in the mirror. Worst feeling ever when you finish and it's like, oh no, I forgot this huge detail, like her tail. Yeah. I'm shaking my head in real life. It's terrible. I forgot my character's wings once. It's not like it's a quintessential part of their core character, personality, and design. Also, their blind eye. Have I seen that picture? I feel like I've seen that picture. It's sort of Lay, isn't it? I don't think I've ever said his name out loud to you, but I'm pretty sure I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Lay. Yay! It's funny because my sister has a character that's pronounced Liu exactly. I know you have a Liu and it's pronounced completely differently. Yeah. Well, it's not my character Liu, but it's still spelt the same way as your Lay, and that it's just amuses me. I think this is the layer I need to tweak. It's just erasing a few things. If we knew each other longer, I wonder if we would have named you. If I would have named Lay differently. Possibly? But I'm glad you didn't. I much prefer... I don't know how to put it. New naming Lay is just... no, I can't think of the words. Positive. Whatever the words are, they're positive. Names aren't owned by people, just sounds nice, fits in. Yeah, something like that. Have you ever named one of your characters the same name as another one of your characters? Because I find a lot of people don't do that. Yes. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people do that, and I think that's a missed opportunity, honestly. I don't think I'm much better. I'm pretty sure I've named... then I changed the original one a little. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm one of the people that... Ginger versus Gingy. If I'm reading those right. The closest I've got is my character Angel. Has a very similar name to the masked Angel. But that's it, just the masked Angel. Technically the masked fallen Angel, but you know, add some extra edgelord to it. Not that I'm ashamed of the edginess, I think it's all part of the character. I've named characters words I made up that ended up being real words, but I leave it because my characters typically have their own language and words being shared, but having totally different meanings is common in real life. Yeah, exactly, 100%. I don't think I've had that issue myself. I don't think I've had that experience myself. So I find it quite amusing, but yeah, absolutely fine. Whether it's unintentional or intentional. Just think how many people in real life are named words. Where am I? I think the outfit design's almost done. I've missed a line. And that's why we check. I think I like that. I'm going to change the colours so I can see them cohesively. Yeah, usually spam the layers on and off to see if anything's in the wrong place. Yeah, I need to be able to see as well. I'm not so good at the observation. So I can do that for absolutely ages and still miss key details like a collarbone. You don't think people typically have collarbones, do you? A bit lower. Hey, it worked. See, you're full of good advice. That's your problem. You're too good at this. Be afraid of my power. Greatly, greatly afraid. No. Thank you for helping. My next trick is to erase one more line. Here. No, not there. Here. And I think if I go over a little bit, I think I'm happy enough to move on. If I have any issues, I'll come back and erase it a little bit more or tweak it. Worry about that later. Is there a tiny bit overlaying? Almost certainly. Like her left hip. So look. Her left hip? You mean this one? We'll do then. Right hip. This one. Her belly line goes into her pants. That's just a crease. Don't worry about it. How did you see that? Oh, that's right. Be afraid of your power. I remember now. You are great at spotting things. Although I did notice that your words are her belly line goes into her pants. Which I'm sure is fine. Oops. I'm only teasing. What am I doing? Okay, so do I colour these now? Yes is probably the answer. Or do I do some of the other sketchy bits and get those blocked in place? Colours. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheese it. Make it easy on myself. You can't see what I'm doing because it's all off the screen. Oh, I do love a bit of cheese. I need to have more cheese in my life. I'm going to change. You know, I can't even describe what I'm doing, but I'm adding a color to the layer itself so that it's identified. And then I can use the fill tool based on the identified color to fill in the lines properly. And if that does make sense, that's awesome. If that doesn't make sense, I understand. I understand. Yeah. It's literally just like naming the layer. Just assigning a color to it. You probably know something about Critter, I don't. I'm tempted to open up my screen next time so I record like the whole of the screen, so it's not just the window of drawing. I might even be able to, if you can be a bit patient, I might be able to do that right now. I am impatient. Oh, I won't do it. Not happening now. No, I just delete the effect. Hopefully, there's nothing... what's the word I want? Oh, it's already done it. Well done, OBS, you have changed my scene before I've even confirmed it. Is there anything on there that, what's the word? Rats me out. Doxes myself. Is there anything there to dox me? I don't think so. OBS, you are a genius. I don't see anything personally. Good. Anyway, if you can see my cursor, yeah, over here, you can't see my right clicks, but I can assign colors to the layers. And then in the fill tool, there's this option here, this contiguous option, and then this tag option. Fill regions found from the merging of layers with specific color labels. So selecting the color I want, which is this particular tag, I can do things like that. Fill all the areas using the lines as the border, the reference, which was no good in that instance. But if I want, I can add other colors to the same color swatch, or I can assign them their own color. So if I give paint layer 2 and paint layer 4 the red colors, and then switch over to red on my color selection, I can color something. I can color here, and it will color all the areas based on, yeah, it's really useful. And of course you can have multiple colors selected at the same time, so you can use that with words and things that explain what I'm talking about. I'll have to play around with that later. Yeah, make sure you take a look at the fill extent as well. So the threshold being like how different between the black and white it is. When I say black and white, it's the color, the fill, the whatever, the opacity of this line. It doesn't have to be black, against the transparency, because my background isn't given a color, therefore it's not part of the like the contiguous fill. It's not part of the equation, so it can get really close to the edges of the lines, which is very useful. Unfortunately though, sometimes my line work is just not quite solid enough, so I just knock it down a few and carry on with my life. And then carry on colouring in. Usually I just use the grow or whatever it's called. Well, I also have grow involved as well. So I've got a grow of 2, so if I did it on a 0, well, actually that goes really nicely. Well, I guess, hey, I also use 2, yep. Yeah, so it does work. Huh. Maybe I don't need to use 2 in the future, but it just sort of covers that extra little bit where it wouldn't normally fill in, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with. Like corners, exactly. These stupid little corners that don't like to fill in normally. And one there. This looks very strange with the white hair. I don't think I approve. And then, yeah, ew, white hair. Absolutely. You know what, I'm just going to put a tail on a separate layer. Because it's going to be a little bit easier to colour it in a little bit. Markings, exactly. I've got a marking colour up, so let me just put that into my... No, I don't have the marking colour up. I'll get it in a minute. Yes. It'll be easier to colour the markings this way. Just need to move that one as well. Okay. Markings for this colour character. We've been going for 50 minutes so far. I might be flagging a little bit. Oh, time flies. It really does. I'm still only going to be doing these for... How have I ended up with magenta? What is going on? I'm still only going to be doing these for an hour, even with the cheesy streams happening on Saturdays. Here we are. Because reasons that my brain is short-circuiting about. Oh yeah, because my family is normally out on Fridays, unlike today, I have their house to myself and I feel more comfortable doing the streams then without having to send everybody else to their rooms. Because the computer is basically in the living room. I have no idea how old this character is. How old this character's creation is. I don't know when the copyright runs out on this character is what I'm trying to say. Sort of. You know, I don't even know what I mean. This character is a fairly new design, so I'm not really going to change much better. Some of the other characters will get tweaks and changes to them. Specifically, Solita is I'm going to change some details on her back. Oh, lock the alpha. I remember, sort of, that we make it harder or easier to draw Solita back. Technically going to be harder. Because I want to add some spots to her back. Oh dear. Yeah. I know, it's a crying shame. But I was drawing her... I don't remember when I was drawing her fairly recently. And her back was just completely plain. And that's not really right. So I felt like she needed some more cheetah details back there. I know she's got with the tentacles, and they add complexity, but she's a cheetah first and foremost, and an eldritch abomination second. The eldritch part ate her spots. Yeah. If you wanted to redesign Winter, is there any part of her you would change? Is there anything you would do differently? I was thinking of changing Lay a little, mainly what he wears. Okay. I can see that. I like its design as it is at the moment. but I have no complaints with people changing their characters. Unless I'm halfway through drawing them, that's a different thing. I probably would have made Winter less curvy if I had designed her. I just struggle with that. That's legitimate. I think there's a very real chance that most of my characters are a little too curvy. And she doesn't actually need to be like that. But it is a personal choice. And I think I would do it all over again if I redesigned her. I'd do it like that. I think the one I could change the physical shape of so it's a little less curvy would be Raven. Raven Nightwish, she doesn't need to be curvy. She's way more athletic and physically built. I'm going to zoom in. I want to use this as a screenshot later. Make her thick. Well, she never skips out on leg day. That should do, I think. We are wrapping up to the end of the stream, believe it or not. I managed to get through a whole 2 of my points today. I'm very impressed. I'm so happy that you actually came along to chat, though. Talking into the void is kind of crazy. I get on when I notice. Well, if you are free, then you are welcome to join and chat. If you don't get any notifications, no shame, no shade. But thank you for coming along. I've still got 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. So, can I add? Normally I'm just winding down, saying how well I've done. I'm very happy with what we've done today. I've got the colours started. And then next time's going to be interesting. Because I think next time, once we've done the colours on this area, which won't take too long, I'm probably going to work on some expressions for her. Which is something I don't do enough of. Hopefully I'll notice and not be working. Yeah, feel free. It'll be the same time again next week. Unless anything like crazy happens. Which I'm not expecting it to. Oop. Air in my throat there. Yeah. Until next time, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching if you did. And I hope to see you again in the future. Goodbye. Johnny.